What's up, YouTube? This is Boy the Milkman doing my 51st track review on Fluorescent by aUglyMormanGirl, which is a it's a very good double-eyed. It's perfectly smooth. It is also close to the ground, and I do think it looks cool when double-eyeds are close to the ground, particularly because tracks are so gray that when they're close to the ground, which is normally green, it does just give it a bit more of a feeling of color. And it just makes the track seem a bit more colorful, a bit less just gray and dull. And I just think it looks a lot more interesting when they are close to ground. But the cool thing about this map, which happens sometimes in hybrids, but not all the time and definitely not very often, it is... I can't speak. It is, instead of being half terrain, it's half motocross, which is really cool. I did it in one of my maps like a really long time ago. I think it was back in April or something. But I did that once. I've seen a couple other maps do it once. And it is actually really fun when it does happen. Just because it is a bit different. You don't see it very often. And of course, who really doesn't like motocross? Who really doesn't like a good motocross track? Like, motocross is one of the funnest track types in my personal opinion, mainly because it uses my two favorite types of track, which is supercross or anything with a ton of jumps in my opinion, and terrain, which I feel like I am the only one in the Halo Reach community who does like terrain tracks. Of course, outside of the Halo Tracks community, they love their terrain tracks over there, but I do really like terrain tracks, and that's why I always like to have fairly large terrain parts in my own maps, and I do like it when other maps do have terrain parts in there, and in this case a motocross one. But this map has some cool aesthetics, does look really cool, and it is quite fun to play. The one jump, the big jump that goes from Skytrack to Skytrack that comes up, I think it's coming up here. No, it's not coming up here. You loop around one more time, but that doesn't work so well. So, pros, it's interesting. It's semi-creative. It uses an idea that hasn't been done very often. It's smooth. Has some good aesthetics. Cons, that jump sometimes doesn't work that great. And I guess it's not really a con, as it is a personal opinion, but the jumps that are in the motocross section are very small, which is my own personal opinion. Some people might like smaller jumps. My own personal opinion is I like big jumps. So I can't really place that as a con, but it is something that I don't like about the track personally. But that does not mean everybody won't like that about the track. And I cannot list that as a true con. But this is a great map and you should download it. Once again, if you want to submit a map to be reviewed, send Pro4Drake a message with subject map review. In your message, I need your gamer tag, the name of the map, and a link to the map. Thank you. Goodbye.